Have you ever wondered how faith and destiny intertwine? How one man's faith rewrote the course of humanity? It's a fascinating exploration, this intricate dance between belief and the path that unfolds before us. Throughout history, these concepts have wielded a profound influence, shaping civilizations and altering the course of human lives. Our story today begins with a man named Abraham, a figure whose faith was so profound it echoed through the ages. His conviction, his absolute trust in the divine, led him on a journey that would not only shape his life, but also the lives of countless generations to come. This isn't just a tale of one man, it's a testament to the power of faith, to the mysterious ways in which our beliefs can shape our destiny. Today we journey back in time to trace the steps of one whose faith carved out a destiny that changed the world. Born in Mesopotamia, in the city of Ur, Abraham lived a life quite ordinary, until destiny called. His birthplace Ur was a bustling city, a nexus of commerce and culture, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. In this cradle of civilization, young Abraham found himself. Abraham was born into a family that was well-rooted in their societal norms and cultural practices. His father, Terah, was a maker of idols, a profession that was highly regarded given the polytheistic proclivities of their society. Abraham grew up in this environment, surrounded by a pantheon of gods, each represented by a crafted image. Yet even in these early years, something set Abraham apart. Abraham didn't accept the status quo. He questioned the religious practices of his family and those around him. He wondered about the universe, the stars above him, the earth beneath his feet. He pondered over the meaning of life. This curiosity, this thirst for understanding, distinguished him from his peers, setting him on a path less traveled. While Abraham's family and community were engrossed in their earthly matters, he sought something beyond the tangible, beyond the idols of stone and wood. His heart yearned for the divine, for an unseen force that was the source of all creation. This was not a sudden revelation, but a gradual awakening, a slow but persistent tug at his spirit. In these formative years, Abraham nurtured a different kind of faith, a faith not bound by idols or rituals, but one that transcended them. His belief was not in the works of human hands, but in the grandeur of the universe and the unseen hand that guided it. Amidst a culture steeped in idol worship, young Abraham dared to believe in an invisible, omnipotent deity. In the silence of the night under the canopy of a star-studded sky, Abraham would often find himself in deep contemplation. He would gaze at the stars, each twinkling light a silent testament to the divine. He was a seeker, a dreamer, a man of faith in the making. Little did he know, a divine call was about to change his life forever. In the midst of the ordinary came the extraordinary, a divine call, a promise, a covenant. Imagine, if you will, a life turned on its head in an instant. That's what happened to Abraham. Amidst his day-to-day existence, a divine voice echoed, resonating with a call that would alter the course of his life and indeed the history of mankind itself. God spoke to Abraham, beckoning him to leave his homeland, to bid farewell to the familiar and embrace an odyssey into the unknown. This wasn't an easy ask, leaving behind everything you know, everything you've built, to venture into uncertainty. But this call was accompanied by a promise, a covenant. God assured Abraham that his descendants would be as numerous as the grains of sand. An extravagant claim, certainly, but one that stirred hope and faith within Abraham's heart. God's call wasn't just about a journey to an unknown land, it was also about a future teeming with promise. A future where Abraham's descendants would inherit a new land, the land of Canaan. It was a proclamation of an inheritance yet to come, a promise of prosperity and multiplication. The journey was not without its perils, but the promise held within it a consolation, a reassurance that stirred Abraham's faith and fortified his resolve. This covenant was more than a mere promise. It was an unbreakable bond between God and Abraham, a sacred agreement that would shape the destiny of countless generations. It was a testament to the power of faith and the assurance of God's unfailing promises. Abraham's call and covenant is a tale of faith in the face of uncertainty, of courage in the midst of the unknown, and of trust in the promises of the divine. It is a story that continues to inspire, reminding us that extraordinary things can happen, even in the midst of our ordinary lives. With faith in his heart, Abraham embarked on a journey into the unknown. A journey of faith is never without trials, and so Abraham's faith was put to the test. The first of these trials was perhaps the most personal. Despite God's promise that his descendants would be as numerous as grains of sand, Abraham and his wife Sarah remained childless for many years. The wait was long and painful. a test of patience and trust. Yet Abraham held on to the promise, a testament to his unwavering faith. Then came the command that would shake anyone to their core. God asked Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac. The very child that was the fulfillment of God's promise was now to be given back. It was a test of obedience and surrender, of faith against reason. But Abraham, even in the face of this unthinkable command, chose faith. He prepared to do as God asked, only to be stopped at the last moment by an angel of the Lord. His faith had been tested and he had not been found wanting. And then there were the challenges in the land of Canaan. Famine, disputes over land and wells, the abduction of his wife. Each was a test in its own right, a challenge to his faith and his resolve. Yet through every trial, Abraham remained steadfast, guided by his faith and the promise of God. In every trial, Abraham found triumph, not in the form of victory as the world sees it, but in the form of faith that remains unshaken in the face of adversity. His faith was his triumph, a triumph that would echo through the ages, inspiring generations to come. Abraham's journey was not one of ease and comfort. It was a journey of trials and tribulations, of tests and triumphs. It was a journey marked by faith, a faith that was tested and proven true, a faith that held firm in the face of uncertainty and despair. Through every trial, Abraham's faith remained unwavering, a beacon of hope in times of despair. From a man of faith to a father of nations, Abraham's legacy continues to resonate. A single man's journey of unwavering faith has left an indelible mark on the annals of human history. His story transcends boundaries of time, geography, and culture, echoing in the hearts of millions across the globe. Abraham's legacy is multifaceted, a prism reflecting different hues of faith and humanity. His descendants, as numerous as grains of sand, have spread far and wide. They've made their home in every corner of the globe and continue to be a testament to his covenant with the divine. His progeny, the 12 tribes of Israel, established the land of Canaan as promised, a beacon of faith and fulfillment. But the influence of Abraham extends far beyond his bloodline. His life story, steeped in faith and obedience, has permeated the doctrines of the three major religions of the world: Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Each of these faiths revere Abraham as a patriarch, a man chosen by God to lead his people. His narrative has been woven into their sacred scriptures, his trials and triumphs serving as spiritual lessons for generations. To Christians, Abraham is the epitome of faith, his willingness to sacrifice his son Isaac symbolizing the ultimate act of faith in God. For Muslims, Abraham, or Ibrahim as he is known, is a revered prophet, his life serving as a blueprint for devout obedience and submission to the will of Allah. In Judaism, Abraham is the founding father, his covenant with God forming the bedrock of their faith. Abraham's legacy is not anchored in material wealth or earthly power. Rather, it lies in his unwavering faith, his unyielding obedience, and his undying devotion to the divine. His life serves as a beacon, guiding humanity towards a path of faith and righteousness. His story, echoing through the corridors of time, serves as a reminder that faith, in its purest form, can move mountains and transform destinies. Abraham, a testament to the power of faith, a legacy that transcends time. As we journey back to the present, we carry with us the powerful testament of Abraham's faith. This story, ancient as it is, still resonates within us, leaving us with profound reflections on faith and destiny. Abraham's faith was not passive. It was active and transformative, leading him to a destiny that shaped generations. His story is not just about a distant past, but a mirror to our present and a compass for our future. It beckons us to reflect upon our own faith and destiny. What are the promises we hold dear? What are the lands we are called to venture into? We see in Abraham's story that faith is not a mere belief, it is a journey. It's about stepping into the unknown, guided by the divine promise. It's about perseverance, resilience, and unwavering commitment to the path laid before us. Just as Abraham's faith shaped his destiny, may we too find the courage to shape ours.